and welcome to my reading about your financial future. This is a pick a card readings, which means you pick a card from a pile of 3. Pile 1 has the gold coin, pile 2 has the money bag, and pile 3 has the dragon keychain. To start with, for pile number 1, we have the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles means generosity. So a lot of you are going to be having enough financial security to be quite generous to the people around you, like friends and family. The King of Pentacles is next, and the King kind of represents a leadership position. So I feel like a lot of you will be promoted to a leadership position if you aren't already. The King of Wands is next, so that's 2 King cards, which really makes me feel like there's definitely going to be a lot of you getting a promotion or in a leadership position. The King of Wands is passionate, determined, driven energy. So I feel like you have a real fiery way of going about your career. King of Cups is next, and that's emotional intelligence as well as determination. So there's 3 King cards. So I feel like you're absolutely evolved in financial work, like you know what you're doing, you know how to budget. Very mature group, like you've had a long time, like plenty of time to work on your pentacles, and it's doing really well for you. The 9 of Cups after the King of Cups is financial, is emotional fulfillment. So a lot of you are finding your workplace emotionally fulfilling and feeling a good sense of self-worth from that. The 9 of Wands is next, and that can mean a bit of burnout, a bit of burden. But I feel like you'll be communicating this to your boss or whoever it is you talk to try and get a break for some of you, like to avoid burnout. Wealth is next, and it says, wealth is not just about money. It represents abundance in all areas of life. You are in a phase of prosperity and contentment. So that just confirms that you're financially, emotionally stable. Balance is next, and it says, you are finding balance in your life, whether between work and personal time, or between material and spiritual needs. So a lot of you are going to be getting a better balance between work and home life. Like some of you might be working smarter, not harder, because balance is important. We need to fill up our pleasure meter as well as our self-worth meter. So I think you got to realize that it's not just all work, which a lot of you will be, and better balance is probably going to lead to more emotional fulfillment. Independence is next, and it says, you are cultivating a strong sense of independence, no longer relying on others to define your success or happiness. Okay, so a lot of you with independence could be self-employed and make money in your own time when you feel like it and doing what you really enjoy. So congratulations if that is you. Prioritization is next, and it says, you have successfully set priorities in your work and life, managing resources and time effectively. This focus is helping both personal and career growth. So you have priorities between your work and home life, with also like what it says with the balance card. And both is going to help each other. Like you need your career goals will be enhanced by prioritizing family, you know, because you want to do more to help them and be more generous. They kind of, work with each other. Emotional healing is next. You are healing from past emotional wounds, rediscovering your capacity for love and self-compassion. I feel like some of you might have had some bad careers, and I feel like it could still be on your mindset. Like a kind of workplace anxiety could have happened in the past with a working environment that wasn't so positive. And it might have just left you a bit emotionally wounded when it comes to career. However, I feel like this was in the past. I don't feel like that this is anything that happened recently. So a lot of you will be healing emotional wounds from the workplace. Consult a pro is next. So some of you will be seeking professional advice like an accountant to see how else you can manage your finances in the future. Release the past. This always also goes with emotional healing. Your past financial mistakes do not define your future success. Wipe the slate clean and start over. So again, that's kind of addressing the emotional healing. Like, it's not really positive, and you got to do what you can to heal from that. Be committed. So you're going to be committed to your workplace and your goals. You're going to keep moving forward despite any obstacles that may come. You're going to stick to it. Make a plan. Some of you are going to be strategizing money and how to, like a budget kind of thing. And a strategy, like when you go out shopping, you always look for specials, and these kind of small little things that we can plan actually really contribute when you add them all up over time. Face your fears. Face your fears says it's important to let go of the fear of failure and embrace the possibility of financial success. I feel like the fear of financial failure kind of comes from that emotional healing from past circumstances in the career, in the workforce, I mean. I don't feel like there's any need for fears now. I feel like you've already pretty much healed it. And next we've got some more cards. So the first one says, I'm not bad with money. I'm learning and growing every day. So a lot of you are, keep refining your finances every day to improve them. Like whether it's find new things to improve them, like collecting cans, for example, or, even collecting stuff. Like collecting stuff can also be a financially good idea as well. Like I feel like a lot of you who pick this pile are really good at investing money. Like collectible items, for example. Every dollar I spend circulates and returns to me multiplied. That is why I reckon as well you're good at investing, because investing multiplies money. I don't have to work harder to make money. I can work smarter. So I feel like in the future you're going to be finding smart ways to earn money really easily. And it's all going to add up. I feel like the people in this pile keep researching more ways to make money, and it's all adding up, and it's going to be very profitable for you in the future. I create a lifestyle where money supports me rather than stresses me. So a lot of you will be using money as a tool, not something that stresses you out, and I feel like a lot of you have a positive mentality when it comes to money, and not like I'm creating a life where I no longer have to worry about money. So a lot of you are working hard towards the future, and in the future you want to have time for a break, so you don't burn out, but you don't want to have a break and be stressed out and worried about money. So I feel like a lot of you are really saving hard just so you can have this abundant future. I am a money magnet. That's just a positive affirmation to have when it comes to money. And that kind of mindset's very positive, and if you think that, I can easily see how that could be true. I'm very lucky when it comes to money. So some of you will be having a bit of luck come towards them. Maybe you go out for some fun on the gambling, or it could just be lucky, like opportunities being found. Like, I shouldn't promote gambling, but luck just made me think of that. Like, some of you might like to gamble. I'm not going to judge. It's your money. But some of you could be getting lucky that way, or like a lotto ticket or a scratchy. The other way, like I said, is from luck from opportunities arising. I always find ways to make money. So a lot of you could be researching online and stuff, on how to improve your finances, and you're coming up with things constantly, like bringing your own bags, recycling, lots of different ways to make money, like side hustles and that kind of thing, like online businesses. You're always working on these kinds of things that you can expand to help you create even more financial success. Every day, in every way, my financial abundance grows. So yeah, this pile's getting a lot of cards about growth with finances. So I feel like your financial situation is going to be growing to more abundance. So I'm really happy for you. Pile number 1. And the last card is I spend money wisely, which makes me think that a lot of you will be saving and thinking long term rather than just indulging and splurging and then not having enough money. I think you're going to be really smart that way. And that is all I'm getting for pile number 1. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching pile 2 about your financial future. The first card is the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands card means victory. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be having victory in your careers, whether this be a promotion or having people come to you for help. You're just going to really know what you're doing and you're going to be thriving. And victory could also mean achieving some kind of financial goal. The 10 of Wands is next, and that talks about being burdened. I feel like a lot of you are working really, really hard, and probably a lot of you probably need a rest, but you're persevering, but you're a bit burdened by it. I think a lot of you are due for a holiday who picked this pile. The Knight of Cups card is next, and that is emotionally fulfilling. So whatever you're doing, you find it emotionally good for you. The World card represents completeness and wholeness, so that just goes with the emotional fulfillment. I feel like it's making you very happy. It's filling up your cup. And with the World card, I feel like a lot of you are self-employed. We have like internet businesses, like stuff that's global is what I'm getting for a lot of you. Like, yeah, internet businesses, card readings like this one, like YouTube. A lot of you just have a global based audience is what I'm seeing. So a lot of you could also be entrepreneurs if that is the case. The Page of Wands card is next, and that is passionate determination. So this group has a lot of passion, which is also another reason I feel like you're self-employed, a lot of you. Because emotional fulfillment comes a lot from being self-employed, because it's the niche that you want to work in. It's you doing what you love. 4 of Wands is stability. So whatever you are doing, it's stable. Like, it's going to be pretty solid. It's not going to be easy for it to fall apart. Like, it won't. It's pretty stable. The Moon card is next, and that's about intuition. So I feel like a lot of you pick this pile, use your intuition in the workplace. Like, you just feel your way through what's right and what's not. The next card is communication, and it says, open and honest communication flowing between you and others. You express your thoughts and feelings clearly. I feel like this is going to be in the workplace. I feel like there's going to be a lot of positive communication, and like for those who work with others, and I feel like that is emotionally fulfilling, because you're not going to work, and having fights all day. Like, it's a rather peaceful environment for a lot of you. Breakthrough card is next. So those of you who are self-employed, I'm getting that your business is going to be doing really well. And those of you who aren't self-employed, breakthrough could mean a promotion. Innovation. So this card makes me think those who pick this pile are very creative. And it says your creative and innovations are shining in your work. You are thinking outside the box and bringing fresh perspective and solutions. Some of you might also be artists and working on something that's really unique, because artists are also sort of self-employed as well. Family is next. So I feel like a lot of you are going to prioritize your family a bit more, maybe seek a better work home life balance. Harmony is next, and it says your relationships are in harmony, mutual understanding and respect. allow you to experience peace and calm. So I'm getting that your workplace environment is going to be very peaceful and good to work with. The next card is Money Mindset. And it says, shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance by catching negative thoughts and turning them around. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be mindful when it comes to money. Like, it can easily give us negative thoughts, especially if we are fatigued. So we just have to be mindful of our thoughts and our emotional state and why we feel that way. I think a lot of you are pretty good at mindfulness, so when you catch these negative thoughts, you know, you'll be able to turn them around. Like, you just know that you're tired or hungry or whatever. Value First is next, and it says, release any attachment to material possessions and focus on the value they bring to your life. So I feel like a lot of you like to indulge and enjoy your money as well as just earning it, I think. And that as well can be a bit financially fulfilling to a state. Like, you don't want to overdo it, but if you do it the right amount, you know, you got to enjoy your money. You got to enjoy your hard work. It's what I think as well. Think future. Okay, so a lot of you, like, you might spend money on yourself, but you don't overdo it. Like, you're thinking about long-term goals, and that means you're probably going to be saving with a budget. And the last card is Be Aware, and it says, practice mindfulness and be aware of your spending habits, distinguishing between needs and wants. So I feel like a lot of you are aware of your finances and what you're doing. That is just you being aware. And next I've got some more money cards. And the first one is, money is just a tool. I decide how I use it to build my best life. Okay, so instead of being in a survival mode set with money, you're just using it as a tool instead. You're not like looking at it as life and death, and you're doing well enough to do that. I deserve to make good money doing work I enjoy is next. Which makes me think a lot of you are entrepreneurs or artists, that kind of thing. I don't have to be lucky to be wealthy. I just have to be intentional. Which kind of fits with the mindfulness about, you know, keeping an eye on what you're spending. I'm not afraid to negotiate and ask for what I want. A lot of you might be good at haggling to get a better price and that kind of thing. And that's a good idea because it all adds up. There's nothing wrong with that. I make money easily because I bring value to everything I do. I feel like a lot of you work really, really hard, and you're an asset to your workplace. I always meet my financial goals. So some of you might have financial goals, and I feel like you're really going to be meeting them. I enjoy saving and I spend in balance. So a lot of you will be saving your money and spending like a little bit on yourself to invest in yourself. I welcome financial freedom into my life. So a lot of you have enough money to be free. Like, you can have a holiday if you want. You can go and buy whatever you want. You know, you might have had success in an investment or investments. Today money comes to me in unexpected ways. So I feel like this group is always looking for ways to make money and to increase their abundance, which happens like lots of new ways to make money can come up every now and then, especially if you talk to people. Like, I find that talking to people about the ways they make money can be useful as well. I trust that money is good. So for this group, money is a good thing and not a stressful burden. I think you find money, on the contrary, is emotionally fulfilling. Because we can, you know, buy what our heart's desires. Like, I agree with it being a good thing, like a tool myself. And that is all I'm getting for pile number 2. Hello, pile number 3. Those of you who chose the Dragon Keychain, this is your reading. To start with, we have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is unsatisfaction, unfulfillment. just general unhappiness as well. Next is the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this unhappiness has pushed you to do something different and something new. With the Knight of Swords next, it's about intellect and precision. I feel like you're going to be finding something different that makes you a lot more fulfilled and abundant. The Eight of Pentacles is next, which is a very positive card when it comes to money. So I feel like whatever the new thing you're doing is going to lead you to financial success and emotional fulfillment and happiness. Eventually, Six of Swords is, again, you're moving on from the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Swords next means you're moving on from mental pain as well. So whatever was causing you dissatisfaction could have just been messing with your head too. So I feel like whatever new thing you're doing is going to bring you a lot more happiness and abundance with the Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. Opportunities is next. So a lot of you will be getting different financial opportunities to increase your wealth and abundance. This could be people offering you a little bit of work or starting a side hustle. Like there's a lot of things that could open to us. Collaboration is next, and it says, collaboration with colleagues or business partners is going smoothly. Mutual respect and teamwork are producing excellent results. So that makes me think that those of you who are in the workforce are getting along with your colleagues and everything really well, which is making for a really peaceful environment. And a good work environment can also be emotionally fulfilling too. Teamwork is next, which goes with collaboration. So a lot of you are really happy at your workplace. You might have made a lot of friends there. You might all just work really well together. And that's not like a common thing. It's actually rare for the workplace to seem that good, like speaking from experience anyway. Transparency is next, and this makes you come across as honest. It says, open and honest communication builds deep trust in your relationships. Transparency strengthens your connections and prevents misunderstandings. So I feel like you all communicate with each other very well. You probably achieve a lot together. And yeah, I'm impressed by how good it looks like to work wherever you're working. I want to work there. Risk management is next, and it says, you demonstrate wise risk management in your career, balancing opportunities and challenges. Strategic decisions are propelling you towards success. So I feel like in your workplace you're very creative and you're very careful about what you're doing. You make sure it's going to be the right thing and you thoroughly plan it out before you act. Budget wisely is next. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be budgeting your money. Like maybe only buying specials, spending a set amount a week. Be realistic. So, we have to be realistic about what we're going to achieve. And it says, set realistic and achievable financial goals that align with your values, aspirations, and life purpose. So a lot of you are going to be setting money goals, like, for example, I want to save $1,000 this month, and you're just going to go and do that. And that is a realistic goal, I think. You're just going to be able to set yourself realistic goals. And release guilt is next. And it says, release any guilt that comes with money and instead focus on creating positive change. So I feel like the cards are saying it's very valuable to have a positive mindset when it comes to money. And next is keep growing. So I feel like even though you're already successful and you have a good work environment, you're going to keep growing and adding to your wealth. And eventually you're just going to be really abundant and good at it, because we all have to start somewhere. And I think growing it and keep growing it, just don't stop. You'll end up very financially abundant. Reduce stress. I feel like a lot of you are going to have less stress, because I feel like your financial security is going to be quite good, and that's going to reduce your stress. So that would probably be why I have reduced stress. And I've got some more cards. Money comes to me in magnificent ways. My income is constantly increasing. That goes with the reduced stress card and the growth. Like your money's growing and that's going to reduce your stress. I can afford to buy whatever I want. I feel like people who got this pile are really good at saving, is what I'm getting. And if you save enough, you can afford to buy whatever you want, you know, like a house, for example. I'm wealthy in every area of my life. So that means, you know, you're emotionally happy with your career and your family and any other goals. I'm able to manifest money when I need to. So some of you are good manifestors, you know how to have the right mindset to get money to come towards you that way. And the next card is, I don't just want to be rich, I want to be financially free. So that just means that a lot of you really just want enough money to enjoy your life. I use my wealth to uplift myself and those around me. I let go of any guilt I have around wanting financial success. The more I learn about money, the more confident I become in managing it. So for a lot of you, you're growing into managing your money really well, and you're getting all these new little shoots coming up for all these other little places you're putting your money. And it's all coming together really well and successfully. I am breaking generational patterns and building a new financial legacy. This makes me think about being self-employed and building your own business is the main message I'm getting from that card. And I feel like whatever you're going to do, your children are going to want to do the same thing. And so you're going to leave them something that they can work with so they can have their own abundance as well, is what I'm getting. And that is all for pile number 3. Thank you for watching.